All right, so this is lifestyle segment, and join us with all of those questions to our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, which is 0288 This is GH Today with your TV royals. And our guest for this segment, well, he's been a hairstylist for 25 years and counting. And guess what? He styled several high-profile personalities. And he's here to share all of it with us. Indeed, he's not just into hairstyling. He turns out to be a musician as well, let me say. He seems to be a jack of all trades. He's done a lot of things, and as we continue to celebrate our men this month of Father's Day, we have Nana Yaw Amponsah in the studio with us to share all of it with us. Nana, thanks for joining us.
Nana, good morning.
Good to see you.
Welcome. Good morning.
So, what do you have with your hands inside people's hair, women's hair?
You haven't touched my hair yet.
What's
You
all
have to
that
do my
about?
hair
I mean,
after this.
No
you spend your whole day putting your hand into women's hair.
Yes.
Are you jealous?
I am.
He's sounding almost as if he's jealous.
It must be a good job.
Yes. Well, it wasn't something I planned doing, but I found myself on the job.
How did it happen?
A lot happened. Let me say, my dad kicked the bucket in early stage, so the pressure was on my mom. It got to a point she has to travel, and I was there with my aunties, and they were into the hairdressing business.
Okay.
And there were two of them. One was doing the braids, and the other one was into the pen thing. So it got to a point. I was always with them in the shop. So they asked me to learn the job. It will help me one day.
How old were you when you started learning how to?
15.
Oh, you're 15. Okay.
Yeah.
So while the guys were playing football, you had your head
Can you
on
imagine?
women's heads, scratching their scalps and.
I remember
Did they used to tease you?
No. I remember one time we went out to play football. When I came home, I lost my shoes. So on that day, in fact, I have to run away from the house. And the warning was given to me. So since, I never followed them to the park anymore.
Your aunties were disciplinarians.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was always with them in the shop. So I found myself on the job through what happened.
But prior to that, what was that passion? You know, you ask children what they want to be when they grow up. What was it for you?
I remember my auntie asking me, one of my aunties, she did ask, and I told her I want to do music.
Okay.
And then acting.
Okay.
And she was like, when you're serious, woman, you're not a serious person. I said, you asked me and this is what I want to do. And you're telling me I'm not serious. Anyway.
Probably she expected you to say, I want to be a doctor, a pilot, a lawyer.
That was the answer she was expecting from me.
Did your friends know that you were working with women's hair? I mean, I
They got to find out
yeah.
later. They got to find
The
out
guys,
later.
what did the guys feel? That this is probably a woman's job. What are you doing a woman's job? Did you get that kind of feedback?
Well, they were all happy. They were all amazed. And it was a surprise to them. You understand? It was a surprise to them. So it was cool. It was cool. I had it cool with them.
So then what? At 15, you started learning.
Yes.
And then at what point did you now, set up your own, move away?
18, they have to travel outside.
Your
shop,
aunties?
Yes. So the shop was closed.
Okay.
So I have to find my way out. So I walked into a salon, I remember very well, at Tesano. Monadi, I don't know if you've heard the name before.
Is that salon still there?
No, they've closed it.
They've closed it down. Okay, so you walk in there and what did you tell them?
So I told them I want to work with them. And the woman was like, and I was small boy, but then a bit nyai. And I said, let me do something for you to see. So I started, and the lady was like, hey, Ingbenai. You understand? Ingbena.
Like she's finished.
Yeah, she's finished.
Right.
So she said, you can start working.
You
Just
showed
like
what
that.
you could do straight
Yes,
away. What
straight
was the
away.
first? What did you do first? Was it a perm braid? What did you do?
I remember very well. Then it was, how do we call it? Finger waves.
Finger waves. I have
I
no
When
remember
they
finger
put
wave.
gel.
I have
Yes.
no idea.
Yes.
And then they put
use the comb.
is it a net? And then they bring out the hair.
That one is different. That one
Oh,
they
okay.
call it pineapple waves.
Oh, that is pineapple.
Yes.
Finger waves.
Tell us
Finger
about
waves.
finger waves. So
So
how
with
was
the
it
finger waves, you put in the styling gel after washing, you put in the styling gel, you comb the hair down, and then you start with the comb, 2 combs together.
Okay.
So one goes to the right, one goes to the left. So it was left and right, left and
So
right.
you're crocheting.
Yes. So after that, you put the person under the dryer for some few minutes. Then you style it. You style the hair. And I did it, and it came out nice, and the woman was happy. So then I got the job.
Were there other male stylists in that salon?
She had them before, but I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Somebody
But
sold-
on that day, were there any men there?
No.
But the customer protests. I mean, what are you coming to do around my head? You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Did you get that kind of
I
feedback?
didn't work on a customer that very day.
Okay.
And I think I worked on a younger sister of the lady, of the
Experiment.
salon owner.
Okay.
Yeah. And it came out nice,
It
and
did.
they loved it.
And following up from what Kafui left off, what do you take into consideration before you work on someone's hair?
Well, when you walk in, I ask you what you want to do. You understand? So you tell me what exactly you want. Then based on that, I will advise you. And then we take it from there.
Okay, I'm asking because, you know, usually when it comes to, let's say, touch-ups, for instance,
Yes.
we use all manner of creams. Some,
Creams.
you know, hairdressers will tell you that this is good for your hair, looking at your hair.
Yeah.
And that is, so for
hair
them,
texture.
it is more about caring for the
Caring
hair
for
and
the
not
hair.
just making money out of the business.
Yes.
Do you pay that attention to that
Of course,
kind of
yes.
care?
Of course, yes. We do treatment and everything. So I do.
Okay.
I do.
But let's bring it back. So first, how much did you get paid your first job?
20 Ghana.
20 Ghana cedis. This is what year?
How many
I want to
years
just
ago?
20 Ghana, that's about 25 years ago.
So like 1991,
Thereabout.
20 cedis.
20
What did you
Ghana.
do with your first salary?
I think I paid school fees with it.
Okay.
What, you were in school at the same time?
No. The one behind me, and then there were two behind me.
Okay.
My younger brother
Okay.
and my junior brother and my younger sister.
Okay.
So they were in school by then. And then too, mother wasn't around, so I have to take care of them. So I think I used that money to pay school fees.
Wow.
Yes.
And then what was it like? Is it competitive? I'm just giving you an idea of what the atmosphere is in a salon. Do you have the people competing for customers and trying to work quickly to get another one? How do you get paid? Do you get paid tips? Do you share the tips? What's it like?
As for tips, I'll go there. But what happened is, because I was that small, but then I've grown big. Then 18, I was then very small. So when they come in, yes, that is a small baby, house, small baby. So yeah, dear pal. So everybody wants to try me. You understand? And I give them a good service. So people were trooping in. Sometimes queue.
Weren't the girls jealous? The other salon people?
They were okay. They were
You
okay,
are being
but
diplomatic.
all the pressure was on me.
Because
when I
you were
go to-
delivering and everybody wanted you to work on their
yes.
hair.
All
Because
the
you're a
pressure
man.
was yes.
Because you're a man.
Yes, and I think there's something unique. I didn't know then, so everybody was coming.
Did you get a
Bokono
salary
dance.
raise
Oh yeah,
after what period?
I think 6 months.
After 6 months?
Yes, I was the highest paid.
Indeed, because I'm
was the
thinking
highest
with
paid.
what you're saying, I'm thinking that you might have brought in a lot of
Customers.
clients, and so
Yes,
Do you have ranks?
then-
Do you have ranks? You're like deputy stylist, senior stylist, assistant super stylist.
Yes,
So
we
what was
have.
your rank? What was your position?
I was on top.
Okay. So like a supervisor?
No, I was on top, as in the styling when it comes to taking care of hair.
Okay.
So you were
Yeah.
like that top stylist
Yes.
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
So this is you, right?
Yeah.
In action.
Yes.
So those young ladies that you went to meet there, what were they saying? When they are
was giving-
envious of you?
No, I was giving them competition though.
So you
But they
kind
were
of
cool.
challenged them to do
yes,
more.
Yes. It was cool. It was cool.
How difficult is it as a man working in this, women's industry? I know today we see a lot of men.
Men.
At the time when you started, how was it like? Did we have a lot of men in the industry there?
I
The
think
salon
we
business?
had men, but there weren't much in the system because most of them they'll be advised to travel outside. So it got to a point I was advised to travel outside. You understand? But then I was dating this lady. This lady wouldn't allow me.
To come and work?
Wow.
No, to travel.
To travel, okay.
Yes.
Why?
She wouldn't allow me.
She loved you.
She was thinking she would lose me.
Okay.
Yes.
Did she
So
lose
I
you in the
remember
end?
very well. Then I wanted to go to South Africa, and they didn't have the embassy here, so I have to go to Abidjan for the visa. Yeah. So I did all the arrangements, and this girl says no. She stole my passport.
Oh.
Yes. So the passport, I couldn't find the passport. So there's no way I can travel.
But did she end up marrying you in the end?
Yes.
So
we
you
did.
married her?
Yes.
You're still with
After
her?
going
wife
out
now.
for 5 years.
Okay, so you're still with her?
Yes.
So her
with
plan
two
was,
kids.
her plan was a good plan.
And amazing. She's in South Africa now.
Ah, she's
What is she doing in South Africa now? What is she doing in South Africa?
She's
now?
working.
She's working.
Yes, as a hairstylist as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, the other time she called me and said, look, I'm very sorry for what I did. I said, what did you do for stealing your passport? Look, there's money here. If I should have given you the chance. But then again, I was afraid I would lose you.
Okay.
Then I said, okay.
Life is interesting. But now you also go into movies. You style a lot of you've styled Nash Okor, and you name all the actresses. You've done them.
Shirley gave me the opportunity.
Okay, so how did it happen? She called you one day and said, hey, there's a movie, or you called her?
We started with the Miss Ghana's.
Okay.
You know, Shirley was
At the
into
time
Miss
when
Ghana.
she was
Miss
indeed.
Ghana.
Yes, I
So
remember.
the first Miss Ghana she did, I did with her.
How did she discover you?
We are cousins.
Okay, so
Okay.
there's some relation.
It's good to be a cousin to a top
I know,
director.
it's good to-
Just drop the job on you, and you delivered, of course.
Yes.
And
yes,
then from
we were
there,
going,
so you did Miss Ghana. What other movies have you done? We want to see your work.
Wow. I did a Stink
Sting in the Tail?
Sting
Sting in the Tail.
Okay.
And then Perfect Picture.
Scorn?
Scorn.
You did Scorn as well?
Okay.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
Scorn as well.
Have you worked on
forgotten.
all of Shirley's productions?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I've been working
Adam's
with her
Apple
all
as
this-
well?
Yeah.
Adam's
I've been working with her all this while.
Wow.
Yeah.
You might have, can I afford you? Like,
Why
working with
not?
all of these celebrities
Why not? You can.
makes you a big man. So you
You
are
can.
a celebrity
My prices
stylist,
are, my
I
pri-
can say.
Yes, my prices are affordable, trust me.
What was the toughest thing building this business? Because this show is meant to inspire those who are looking for a way to earn something from their passion. This is something that you dropped into accidentally, but it's
Yes.
become something that you've grown to love.
Yes,
What's
applaud.
the toughest thing in building up a business like what you're doing?
Well, with my situation, what happened was, then you remember I told you about my wife.
Indeed.
After she has stole the passport, then she called me one day and then sat me down. Within the week, she sat me down and they said, there's this salon that all the workers have left the salon and the salon is there empty and the owner of the salon is looking for someone to take over. So you let's go and then see the place. If you like it, then you take over from there. So I went and it was a beautiful place and I loved it. So I started. But along the line, the owner has to sell the salon to me and I paid installments. So it wasn't so tough for me to, you understand?
So it was almost as if it was handed over
Yes,
to you.
over to me.
You're
And then
blessed.
I paid installments. So it
What makes, and what's the name of your salon again?
NY.
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 Hair Designs.
NY Hair Designs.
Yes. So
Okay.
then it was Candy Lady.
Okay.
Then when I bought
What
it,
changed?
then it was Candy Lady. So
The
when
one that
when I
you
took
inherited?
Over, yes.
Okay.
So when I took over, then I have to change the name.
So what makes
NY.
NY Hair Designs unique? What is that thing that stands you out?
Well.
Apart from you. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that you are the unique selling point.
I think
in
it's
the
the
place.
service that I render. It's the service. Quality service, very clean service. And also the prices are affordable.
Okay.
And I get good comments from the clients
So good
all
feedback.
the time.
So
Yeah,
the feedback
good
works.
feedback, yeah.
What are the hairstyles that are trending these days? Because I'm sure you must have an idea of which are the hot hairstyles.
There's a lot in the system.
Okay.
But
what's hot now?
there's a lot. But the problem is, basically, I wouldn't love to carry some of them. You understand?
Okay.
Which means that
so-
you look at the person's face and say, okay, I think you should go for this. Is that how you sometimes advise, like you're a consultant and the person wants to have a pineapple looking like, I don't know, Achu or whoever, or football players, but you say, no, your face doesn't fit this. Can I offer this? Do you do things like that?
I do that. I do that, and that's what makes me unique.
Or
I do
you look
that.
at the person, you look at their
Yes,
persona.
Yes,
You know, and then
yes.
for this show, for instance, what kind of hairstyle would you recommend that I wear?
This particular show?
Yes. There's a morning show, current affairs.
I've always loved you in short hair.
You've always loved me in short hair?
Yes.
Oh.
I've always loved you in short hair. Trust me, it's the perfect hair for
For
the
me.
show.
Indeed, and for this show.
Yeah, and for the show as well.
You've just been
Trust
told
me.
what you already know. And you love
I
it.
know, no, but you should have seen me in my long hair
hair.
those days.
Really?
I used to rock it very well as well.
Very well as well.
Yeah.
But I love you.
You love me like
I
this.
love you like,
Like
this.
this.
Thank
Trust
you.
me.
Confirmation.
I love you like
They're
this.
confirming.
Like, do you know one thing? Not usually when you talk about men in this industry, you think gay.
Yes.
And for you, do you get that kind of,
Oh, yes. Yes.
people thinking that you're gay
Yes.
because you're styling
Yes,
ladies' hair?
At the end of the day, you are doing ladies' hair. You're always with them. You always talk to them. I mean, do you get me?
Yeah. So
it's
people
like a
assume.
lady. It's like a lady playing football, because he's always doing the main thing. At the end of the day, she ends up behaving like a man.
Okay.
You understand? This is the situation. I'm a man, and I'm always with the ladies. So automatically, kakrabi, some hinge will be there.
It's Kakrabi Waho.
Oh, of course.
Kakrabi Waho for you. Are you
no,
saying you're...
No,
No, they feel
no.
they understand. They assume
Oh,
that
okay.
he's
The
gay.
Yes,
assumption that
yes.
you're...
But listen,
Yes.
Nanaya, look.
Yes.
If somebody puts their fingers, and it's very sensual, the massaging people's hair, and you do that for me like 3 minutes, I'll get turned on. Do you,
Oh,
some-
come
do you,
on.
do you, do you sometimes get
Come
turned
on.
on by
women.
By women?
Have we?
Yes,
Well,
I
no,
do.
no, okay, tell me.
Do you have a bit
I
of
do.
gay?
No, you're touching women's hair. Don't you get turned on?
That's a big question,
The
right?
thing is, you are washing. The washing, you don't need your nails
Yeah.
to scratch the scalp. It's your tips.
Yeah.
So as you are washing, you are massaging as well.
And massaging can even cause you
And
to
sometimes
fall
they sleep.
into some deep
Oh, they
slumber.
sleep?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then what do you say?
That
Wait.
is when you know how to do it better.
And then
But
what
if
do
you
you
don't
do?
know how to do it better, nothing happens.
And that's how well you do it.
Yes.
And then what do you
should
do
work on
when
my
your
hair.
customer
And
sleeps? What do you
due
do?
to that, I didn't want to do washing at all.
So you stopped
it
washing?
Yes, it was my girls.
Oh, but no, listen. It's not only men who, when they wash your hair, you can fall asleep. I've had women do it, and you still. I guess it's just that
provided they do it well.
I think that is the
Provided they
point.
do it well.
That is the point.
You know,
And
some people
I
will wash
find-
your hair and you'll feel pain.
It's like they're scrubbing a pot with a silver sponge.
scrubbing Carazo,
So,
right?
get the hell out of my hair,
Yes.
but you do it nicely.
Yeah, I do it
Okay,
nicely.
all right.
Because I remember some time ago, I was retouching someone's hair. I was doing a touch-up for the person. And the person was like, hey, I'm running to
Were you angry?
So I was like, it is not by my strength. You understand? It's the relaxer which is going to work for you. So it is not me with the plenty combing. So I've put in the relaxer there. Let's give ourselves time for the relaxer to do its job.
Okay.
You understand? So I said that to her, and then later on, she understood, hey, meeting our beings, I said,
Apart from working on the hair, do you give some kind of education to your clients on how to
do.
care for their hair?
I do. And mostly I recommend relaxers.
Okay.
I mean the hair products. I recommend to them. So I do. So I have that relationship with them. And I always make sure I check up on you.
Okay. Nanaya, so what happens? Somebody comes into your
shop.
and sometimes you do it. You jump in a taxi. They say, "Take me here." They take you there. You get there, and then they give you the fare, and you say, "But get out of here! This is too much." Do you have people come into your salon, get their hair done, and then you hit them with a bill, and they say, "But man, this is too much. I can't pay."
You know, most people will walk in and then ask you, how much do you take when you fix weave on? So they'll ask you, then you have to tell them. You understand? And some too, they wouldn't tell you anything. They wouldn't ask you. So they'll just have their seat, do the job for me. So after you've delivered, when you mention the price to them, they said, oh, yeah, it's cool. It's worth it.
But for those who don't want to pay, how do you handle people like that?
With my Ghanaian sisters, they're always cool with me. But my Nigerian sisters, when they're working, they wouldn't even ask you how much do you take when you fix weave on. You understand? They'll just go like they are ready to pay. So after you've done with them and you mention the price, my brother, this is too much. No.
So
I won't pay. This is too much. How can you fix weave on and you're taking 50 Ghana?
So how do you handle people like that?
have you removed the weave on before? Quietly?
No.
Let me unweave you. I mean, I'll do that. What do you do?
So when it happens like that, you just have to calm the person down. And then I'll go like, so how much do you want to pay? You tell me. I've mentioned my own. And how much do you want to pay? You are not talking now.
Oh, really? It's a negotiation trick.
That is why when you enter into some of these salons, you have the rates right there at the corner.
Yeah.
So you know what you're going in for. You know, have you tried that?
No.
No. Maybe you should, so you can
Maybe.
avoid some of
Maybe
these.
he's getting good money from the movie.
Some of these
so,
things.
so he can allow money to go in the salon.
I know.
Listen, do you give opportunity to other young people to work? I mean, have you employed any other young men who are interested in the business? Because you were given an opportunity years ago, 25 years ago.
You know,
what are you doing for them?
Yes. Sometimes they will come. They want to come and work and then take money. Fine. But with me, I will put you on a job for a week and then study.
Of course.
What you are capable of doing.
Yeah.
But if you don't meet my standard, I will advise you. I cannot pay you, but rather I can work with you, give me like 6 months, you understand, to study more.
Okay.
You understand?
All
so
right.
I'll give you that opportunity.
Okay.
If you take it, fine.
So what kind of orientation, what kind of training, for instance, do you give them in order to meet those qualities that you talk about?
It's the same salon services.
Customer service in our country is very bad. I don't know if you include that in your, kind of
Customer
training.
service.
Yeah, because you want to retain the people that come in. You don't want everybody that comes in, want to go and never come back.
I think you should try me one day.
Okay.
Oh no, I definitely am going to do that.
All right.
I actually need,
something.
I think you should try me one day. Trust me. Maybe
you wait
after
for me?
today.
She said yes.
Wait for me after the show.
She said
Then we
yes.
go together.
Listen, we're going to get you to sing your song for us. But before that, there's a surprise here for you. So we spoke to one of your satisfied customers.
Okay.
And this is what they had to say about your service.
And indeed the stuff.
Yeah.
I've been with him for the past 7 years. And any hairstyle he fixes for me is perfect. I'm always with him because whatever style I show him, I get it exactly how I want it. That's why I also recommend my friends all the time to come here. And his prices are okay. Most of the time when people ask me, Alice, where do you fix your hair? And I go like, oh, he's at this place. They go like, he? And I'm like, yes, he. Don't worry, he's perfect. And mostly people don't really believe in men when it comes to something like this. But he's perfect. He's perfect. That's why for the past 7 years, I came to Accra. I'm always fixing my hair here. I like the way he treats his clients. He's always friendly with them. And I like his prices. They are very cool. And what he does, I think he always improves upon whatever he does. For the past 7 years, whatever I do, I see improvement. How he fixes the hair, the weave on, everything. All the time. He works hard. Yeah, he works very hard. So I think he should continue doing the good job.
I work for Nana Yaw, the owner of this place. And we do styling, retouching, washing, basically everything that has to do with hair, we do it. I started with him, I think, 1.5 years now. And it's been fun. It's been annoying because, a lot of characters working. but with him, he's very accommodating. He's understanding, and he tells you when you go wrong. He corrects you. He does what, like, he's more like a brother than a boss. So he's okay to work with. Annoying thing about him, no, there's nothing annoying about him because I've learned to live with him. So there's nothing annoying. I like to tell him to keep up the good work, and he should also be faithful in what he's doing, and we love him in whatever he's doing. Whatever he's doing, we love him, and we are grateful.
Nice. So those are your people there giving you big ups. Okay, so Getty in Takrady says, big ups to Nanaya. Keep it up, man. Please bring us a branch in Tadi, the oil city. Now, Janet says, please tell Nanaya he was my teacher in Munabi.
Yes.
So that's Janet.
Wow.
And then Linda from Kaswa says, she wants to know whether you acquired any formal professional education to add up to what your aunties taught you. Because you can see you're doing very well. Did you get any other education to add up to what your auntie taught you?
I taught myself.
You taught yourself?
So
entirely self-taught?
I read a lot.
Okay, so
I was
that's
going to
it.
go there because then your client says that for the past 7 years that she's been with you,
Yes.
every time she sees an improvement.
Yes.
So
Okay.
big ups to
Hey,
you, Nana.
Thanks.
I've enjoyed this. Is quite really interesting, Business Unlimited. And look, this video will be up on YouTube before the end of the day, God willing, and then you can go rewind and watch it, relive the experience again. Nanaya, thank you very much. Is there anything you have to say to your clients and your staff quickly in 30 seconds? What do you have to say about your business and where your business is going?
Well, I would like to say thank you to my clients. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Without them, I wouldn't be here.
All right.
And I'm very grateful to them. And that is it.
And that's it. Love to your wife and your kids too. Boy, girl, 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 boy, boy.
Boy, girl.
Boy,
Boy,
girl.
girl.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Just like you.
Indeed,
Yes.
yeah.
You guys share a lot in common. His dad also lost his dad quite early. And
Quite early, yeah.
He'll be putting his
But I know
hands
we
in
have
your,
to talk.
in your head.
Yeah.
Let me
In fact,
start
after
doing
this
it for you.
conversation,
That's me
after
doing
this
it for you.
conversation,
Look,
and on that note,
close your eyes.
well,
Close your eyes. It's nice.
from this,
Big
I'm
smile.
confused now.